There are 6 symbols that are significant to the Holy Triduum, one of them being the words, which are most significant in the Holy Thursday Mass. According to Father Peter Debo, he explains the importance of these words as being a demonstration of exactly what Christ did with authority that comes from Christ.
Symbol number 1 are the words, and we see this featuring on Saturday, on Thursday evening Mass, during the institution of the Eucharist. And the Lord pronounces these words: "This is my body, this is my blood." And at once, as those words are pronounced, bread and wine become his body and his blood. And when the priest is celebrating Mass every day and pronounces those words, he is enacting exactly what Christ did. It's not a memorial, he is doing exactly what Christ did. What happened during the Last Supper also happens when the priest pronounces these words. Not because of his own personal authority, but because of authority that comes from Christ, because he's acting in the person of Christ. So the words are very powerful symbols.
The symbol of fire represents defiance of darkness, while light represents the glory of the risen Lord. The candle shows Jesus' resurrection and triumph over death.
Another symbol during this Triduum is the symbol of fire, which is a symbol of, I think I mentioned, defiance of darkness, defiance of night. A third symbol is the symbol of light, which I also mentioned actually. Is the symbol of the risen Christ, or the radiant glory of the risen Lord, who is our light, who shows us the way to the Father. A fourth symbol is the symbol of candle, which is lit from the fire, from the new fire, and which is carried with the priest proclaiming 3 times at the entrance, at the place of lighting the fire, at the entrance of the church, and then at the end, the light of Christ. And this candle, or the Paschal candle, is oftentimes decorated with some Christian symbols. For example, the letters Alpha and Omega, and these are the first and the last letters of the Greek alphabet, and they actually symbolize our belief that God is eternal, God is first and the last. And also the candle represents Jesus' resurrection and his triumph, his victory over death. And finally, it is a symbol of hope and life for us.
Water is a symbol of life and fertility, while the oils are a representation of God's heavenly wisdom.
During the celebration of Easter Triduum is water. Water is used, for example, on Holy Saturday during baptism, and it is a symbol of life. Water is also a symbol of fertility. It is a symbol of purification, a symbol of cleansing, a symbol of salvation, a symbol of victory, a symbol of defeat of sin, symbol of defeat of evil. A final symbol I would like to talk about is the oil, also which is used during the baptism, during the Easter Triduum, especially on Holy Saturday. And this oil symbolizes God's heavenly wisdom. It symbolizes healing. It symbolizes anointing and belonging to God. And that is exactly why oils are used, especially chrism is used during baptism. Through baptism, we are claimed for God.
The most important event of the Easter Triduum is the Passion, crucifixion, death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus. Reverend Father Peter Debo further digs into the importance of the Easter Triduum.
It is the climax. It is the summit of the liturgical year. So, my brothers and sisters, it is good we pay attention to these things which are central to our life. And we can really say the center, the climax, the peak of our Christian life lies in the celebration of these 3 days: the Holy Thursday, the Good Friday, and the Holy Saturday. Some people might ask, and they say, why is it called Good Friday if it is the day when Christ himself died? It is on this day that our salvation was accomplished. And the saving or causing salvation is a good thing, is a noble thing. And that's why we refer to it as a Good Friday. Basically, because what happened that day happened for our good in terms of our salvation.
Nora Osende, UCTV News.